I want to borrow from a story that I told the kids a couple days ago during their school. So, once upon a time, there was a regular family who loved each other. The father would work hard, earn a living for the family. The mother and the daughters would do their work at home and support the family. They were very happy and loving. However, one day the father passed away due to illnesses. And because he was such a good person, he was reborn as a goose, but with special powers, such as he had feathers made out of gold. Now, he was able to recollect his past life, and he remembered his wife and his children, and he was worried for them because now they were only surviving off the charity of other people because they couldn't work. And so they were struggling. So he decided that he would come back and help them. So he came back as a golden goose and gave them a feather, saying, take this feather to the market, sell it, and you'll be able to provide for food and you'll be able to be happy. And so at first the family was like, who is this goose? Then finally, okay, maybe this is our old father. He's helping us. Wonderful. So they went from poverty to survivable. But once they reached that level, something changed inside them. They started thinking, well, now that we're surviving, what's the next level? The next level is having more things. And so they thought, how can we have more things? Well, the feather is what gave us the food. So if we just had more feathers, wouldn't we have more things? And the goose has more feathers, so let's just get more feathers. And so the mother came up with the plan and said, when your father comes by next time, let's capture him and we can take all his feathers out and then sell all the feathers. And the daughters were like, I don't know, Mom, that sounds kind of sketchy, you know? Like, I don't know if that's a good idea. And Mom's like, just listen to me. Don't you want your things, like nice things? And so they listened to her. So next time the father came, they captured him and they took off all his feathers. However, what they didn't know that the golden goose had a certain stipulation. If his feathers were given freely, they would stay gold. But if they were taken without his consent, they would turn black. And so all those feathers turned black. And when he was getting them taken out, he was screaming in pain. He was in pain. And so for the next couple months until his feathers grew out, he had to wait in that little basket and, embarrassed, ashamed. And that's when he realized that you can give, but if you give to people who are ungrateful, you give to people who have no end to their greed, your giving doesn't actually help. It ends up hurting. And in this particular case, in this story, he ended up leaving afterwards after his feathers grew out and they grew out black. And so he never had golden feathers ever again. The moral of this story, to me, what it shows is that in our daily lives, we can always choose. Do you want to choose to give or do you want to choose to take? And that's such a very simplistic way of looking at it, but it's so powerful. In every moment in your lives, do you choose to take, which means take from outside and bring it inwards as mine? Or do you take from inside and you give out to others? Now here's the thing. In this world, everyone is selfish naturally. Everyone is greedy naturally. And so taking is everyone's first instinct. And that is why giving is so beautiful. And giving is how you create relationships. Giving is how you create love. Giving is how you make the world a beautiful place. And so the more you give, the more you create better relationships with other people, the more you make the world that you live in a better place. But the more you think about taking and the more you think about greed, the smaller you make your world, the darker you make your world, the more selfish you make your world. And so that's why I want to applaud all of you for coming to a temple, giving charity, sacrificing your time, you making charity and donations, participating in ceremonies. This shows that on this particular day, in this moment, you have firm evidence that you are a giver, not a taker. And you look around, these are all givers. These are the beautiful people of this world, and I hope that you continue to give. I hope that your life continues to be more beautiful and that you're surrounded by more beautiful people. Beauty does not come from your skin. It does not come from your body. It comes from the color of your heart inside. What kind of person you are determines how beautiful you are. And as I look out before me, all I see are beautiful people.